Charlie went to sea in 68. He started off in New Zealand as a deck boy. 51 years in total in the maritime industry. He was on the jetties. How's that for a go? But he was always in with the villains, Charlie, and the wags and the knockarounds, you know. He was one of the real characters in the union, and of course he was always the delegate, was in the front line of, it didn't matter whether it was the dredging industry or the seagoing industry or wherever it is, Charlie was there. And he was an inspiration to everybody else, and he still is an inspiration. If you want to see some of the real tattoos, the way seafarers were, you want to see the real ink, not the modern ink, have a look at Charlie's forearm. He's as proud as that as he is as proud of his history in the organisation, and I'm proud to consider myself a friend and a comrade. So congratulations, Charlie.
Charlie has been one constant. If he wasn't on board, he was at meetings. And even when I'm retired now, all the monthly meetings he can get to, he's always there and he's a constant. So it's a pleasure for me to, first of all, hand him his life membership. And as the Secretary of the Veterans in Queensland, welcome him to our little organisation. He's been a great comrade and one to really look up to.
And finally, this is a certificate from the branch. We honour Charlie. He's a legend.
Charlie's sister's not here today, Anne Gray. She's on board the Northwest Snipe. That's alongside in Karratha today with all the management from Shell, and there's a big argument about the retention of the Snipe. And I know she would have loved to be here, Charlie, but in your last role at sea, you're on the Northwest Storm Petrel, the ship that was to be sold and finished up last year. And you're one of the delegates on board that I could rely on and call upon, and it frankly didn't have to because I knew that job was secure. And your leadership in the time where a ship could have gone has helped us, helped the MUA, helped all the brothers and sisters of the union secure that job. And Charlie, I just want to say on behalf of all the members of the LNG fleet, everyone's eternally grateful for your leadership and your stewardship, and wish you a long and healthy retirement, my friend.
He's the old sin bosun that'll pull you under his wing and guide you in the right direction. We all got off course when we were a bit younger, but Charlie was always there to put us back. But look, from all us, my generation of the seafarers in Brisbane, Charlie, we all appreciate you. There's a lot of boys that couldn't be here today, but they've sent their best wishes to you and hope to see you around the traps, comrade. All the best, comrade.
Yes, comrades. That was lovely. There was the words these guys said is beautiful. Paddy, all of you. And also I must first and foremost, I'm sharing the stage with Freddie Krauser. I'm very honoured, I'm very humble. That man I am, absolutely. And I thank you all. And just as a start of that, and Paddy summed it, yeah, I went to sea as a boy, and I've been very, very fortunate. It's only because, as the old saying goes, that man doesn't make a history, history maketh a man. And I just happened to be somewhere in a situation of the changing of the tide. I've seen containerisation go. I've sailed with men who have sailed under sail, who worked under sail. I've just seen the change of it. My first Swedish ship, I was on the wheel and the guy gave me orders and I thought, what's this? It's contact steering. I've been used to spinning a wheel. But that was change. I never changed that. It was just part of the change of that. But what stuck with me and what had been ingrained in me was my respect for my fellow man through organised labour, through the union, through your fellow man. Because you'll get nowhere in life if you haven't got the backing of your fellow man and woman. But here, I've ended up on the Aussie. Beautiful. This coast was the envy of the world. I was a kid in Europe starving, trying to ship out. And the Aussie coast was talked about then. Through Evie, through Garrett, through Swedenson, through Paddy now, and through everybody on here. And I've got the utmost respect for my fellow man. And also, thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you.